Good morning and welcome to the VSA Morning Miner. It's Wednesday, the 1st of October, and I'm joined by Paul Rankin. Paul, how are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
All good, thank you. Yeah, it's a little bit quieter in terms of London news today, but we had some news overnight from Canada. Let's start with Sierra Madre, VSA client, who has just announced that they have added the Nazareno mine into their into production at the Lagatara complex. That's the third producing mine that they've bought back on since the start of production last year, and it's somewhat higher grade than the areas that they've been producing from at Lagatara since the start of production. The 2023 mineral resource estimate was about 215 grams a ton silver and half a gram gold for the indicated portion, and 230 grams silver and 0.3 grams gold for inferred. So higher silver, but probably slightly lower gold than Lagatara. And then compared to Colosso, slightly lower silver and lower gold. But overall, it is a higher grade area on a equivalent basis that's brought into the mine plan.
Yes, that's right. And bringing a third producing area into the production mix gives them that much more mill feed diversity or optionality as to feed and mine development wise. Here at Nazareno, they're looking specifically at a area shallow in the mine, which of nested veins, which in a zone up to 8 meters wide, and they'll be assessing that specifically to see whether they can long hole do extraction method on that, and if so, that would reduce the production cost per ton at that mine site specifically. But overall, the whole optionality around production at La Guitarra is to get up to this expanded doubling of milling capacity by Q3 2027 that they are pursuing now.
Yeah, exactly. And that expansion accelerated by the raise that was done in the summer, so fully funded and full steam ahead. Our model shows that should take them from about 760,000 ounces of silver equivalent production this year, rising to about 2.1 million ounces silver equivalent in 2028. We haven't modeled full capacity yet up to 1,200 to 1,500, which the company announced would be their long-term target the other day. Our model still has the previous range in at about 1,000 tons a day. So with spot prices above our long-run average and some operational assumptions which are quite conservative, there's still quite a lot of room in terms of valuation. Obviously, their share price benefiting at the moment from the run on the silver price.
Yes, that's right.
There's a brief announcement from Pulsar Helium that's come out overnight as well. They have made a discovery of helium-3 at their jet stream project. They've said that those are amongst the highest concentrations of helium-3 in the world, and the next highest grades are on the moon.
Right. This helium-3, it's the rarest and most valuable, or one of the rarest and most valuable isotopes on Earth. Its reported price is up to not quite $19 million per kilo of helium-3, which is 100,000 times the price of the common helium, which is helium-4. Exactly what helium-3 is otherwise used for when it's that expensive, I'm not quite sure. But in any event, they've got up to 14.5 parts per billion in the produced gas, and that, as it is, it's uh, a natural accumulation in this jet stream well, and therefore they'll definitely see, given the value of this, just exactly how they might be able to recover some of it for sure.
Well, there you go. That is quite a windfall. So let's see what happens with that. Anything else, Paul?
Yes, just a couple of pieces of news out here as well in the markets. First off, ASX or TSX, the dual listed. Westgold Resources gave their 3-year outlook on both expansion of gold production and lowering all-in sustaining costs. The point is to bring the production up from a current 326,000 ounces a year for this year as guidance up to 470,000 ounces a year by full year 2028. And this is fully funded as it is from its current cash flows from operations like the Beta Hunt mine there in Australia. Other piece of news that's important is the NGeX Minerals fundraise that we had spoken of for $100 million raise announced this week. It's been so popular with investors that they're going to raise that capital to $175 million Canadian on strong demand.
Excellent. All right, Paul. Thanks for your thoughts. We'll be back tomorrow.
Very good. See you then.
This podcast has been produced and edited by VSA Capital. It is intended for information purposes and not as investment advice. The information is intended for recipients who understand the risks associated with equity investments in smaller companies. Please do your own research and do not rely on a single source when making an investment decision. VSA Capital may derive fees from this content and seeks to do business with the companies mentioned.